Hi everyone, it's Marta and Isabel again. Welcome here. Welcome to the space where we can be ourselves, where we can chat, have coffee. Actually, I forgot about something, Isabel, seriously, because we talking about coffee chat and we never show that we actually have a coffee or anything.
That's true, but I always have my coffee here or my tea. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So welcome. Hi Isabel as well. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Marta. Welcome. Happy to be back here in this space that we created in collaboration. And this is the space of simply women, just to be simple and just to be authentic and soft. A space that we have created together. As we said, it's our first ever series. It is not burnout, it is disconnect, is that you're disconnected. And today is the last day for now of this series. And yeah, we're gonna talk about today how we move from our vision to how we move to our vision, right? So first day we talk about our vision, about what we really love, not like a supermarket list of things, what we really love, something that is really aligned with our heart, with our soul, with from our heart. And then yesterday, the second day, we talked about the reality where we are at the moment. I mean, what is the reality at the moment? What is the truth? And today we're gonna basically talk about how to move between, no? What is the action to move from one place to another? What we do? It's small action, no? So
Yeah.
that's what we're talking here today.
Yes, and you know what came to me straight away when you were talking, sorry, not chatting. We're gonna be chatting. That it's almost like a circle because day one was a vision. Day
Mhm.
two, we checked where we are, what type of, mess or whatever we have. And today we're just literally going to take action in order to come back to the vision, to really hold the space for ourselves to be ourselves and to really go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So today is, as we always say, and we love this, is not about doing more. It's not about we want to get there. Let's create a plan, a 5 years plan. Let's do this. No, no, no. This is a bit like the opposite. Is to create a space, to pause, to breathe, and to connect. It's actually about doing less.
Yeah.
It's actually about doing less and sorry, and not being not having that pressure, no, that we always have of these 100 things that is always endless because you keep adding stuff to your to-do list, but it's not having that pressure and having that fixing that we always also we want to fix ourselves before moving into our next project, into our next vision. Is more about being with ourselves, being connected, listening to our heart, to that whisper that we've been talking in these past 2 days.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And like I don't know how about you, but sometimes it's just like we are living on autopilot. We're getting up, we have the list, we're going for it, we do it, and suddenly it's 10 p.m. and oh, there was no me inside me. There was something that the day is gone, and sometimes you just even don't remember what you were doing. Yeah. And
Yeah.
we're going to show you very little action that you need to take to you don't need to, obviously is your choice, but you want to take and doesn't really gonna take a long time. It is literally a couple of minutes for yourself or even a minute. Yeah. So you don't have to wait for, you know, better time. You don't have to wait, oh, I'm going to start from Monday, or when a kid's going to go to to school or whatsoever. No, you don't need the permission. You just can't just stop, have a literally deep breath, and ask yourself. And we're going to show you what is that. So, you know, just like really truly the little moment, the small time that you connect with yourself, with nothing else, no one else, just only yourself.
Yeah, Marta, great. Yeah, because another thing I've been doing all my life, I mean, is always waiting to go on to this place to allow myself, no,
Yeah,
to breathe or to take that pause or do nothing. Like, for example, in the old days, I was waiting always for my holidays, right? So then I can pause, I can do these things, or if I'm going to some, I don't know, retreat or to a place. But no, this is more, this is something much more, this is really simple. This
yeah,
is a practice we want to integrate, right? That we want or participants to start practicing. This is a new way of living. It's just to give yourself that permission, because what happened for me, for example, in the past is I didn't give myself permission. For me, that was it was like giving myself permission to stop, to pause, and to just be a person, just being there without doing. It was a really, it felt it was a really strange thing, right? Because I was running in autopilot. I've been running in autopilot basically all my life, until a few years ago. So what we're doing now basically is we're gonna slow down for a few seconds and see how it feels, because probably that's gonna feel uncomfortable because we're not used to it. We're not used to that pause, that to stop and feel whatever is going on in our bodies, whatever is going in our mind, that for example is a conflict, we want to resolve it, or we don't want to feel maybe the sadness, or we don't want to feel, so we just want to get out of it, we just want to run away. So what we're doing here now is just to stop. And I'd like to invite you all just to slow down and to feel and to see what's going on. What is going on? It doesn't matter what is going on. There is no need to, we don't want to engage. It's basically, we just want to feel and to see what's going on. That's it. It's all good, all well received, but just being. So let's do it just for 30 seconds or something like that. And let's see what it comes up.
oh, nice pose.
So how was that, Marta? Tell me more about it.
Yeah, it was just, even for like that 30 seconds can save all the hassle, um to actually make wrong decisions, you know. And I will tell you some story because, you know, I was really lucky when I in late 20s I studied, and I realized that something is really going on with me, and I had crazy life. But I said to myself, I don't really want that crazy life. Yeah, I had two jobs, I was studying, so there was no time for me. And that was the moment where I said, hello, what the heck, you know. So I was always for everyone, I was always giving myself away, and that was not great. So what happened to me, I met a couple of very much older people than me, and they said to me, Marta, why are you doing all this, for what? And now as a grown woman, I know that I was compensating, but that is different story for different time. So I was just only asking myself, what do I really want today? I started to become aware, and this is the moments that you becoming aware when you're gonna do the exercise with us. Yeah. So I don't need to have a big change. I don't need to do much more. Just stop and just come back to myself, nothing else. So
Yeah.
Isabel, do you have any type of things that you actually click and realize that, oh, sugar, that is not what I want?
Yeah, I think similar happened to me. It was the same. I was always busy. I mean, in my case, it was the fun experiences, concerts, all this stuff. But I was craving this time, right? This time for myself, this kind time of quietness. And until I got to a point, like, I mean, going to work, then doing all this stuff every day, weekends. I said, a friend of mine said, I mean, really clever. I mean, because I kept saying, I'm exhausted. I feel totally disconnected. I don't know what I want. I don't know where I'm going. And I mean, she didn't say much, but she said, maybe you just need to pause. And that really clicked. And I said, what do you mean by pausing? And she said, yeah, I think you're doing too many things. I think, do you really want to do all these things? And that is when I realized I was just saying yes to everything. I wasn't really living or choosing what I really wanted. No, I was just literally saying, yes, there is this concert. Okay, I'll buy it. Oh, there is this, I'll do it. But not really, is that something I really want to do? Is this something that is aligned, is going to serve me? Or I rather go home and I just chill. That was a big, that was one of the starting points in my life. I stopped, I paused, and I started choosing basically what I wanted to do, not saying yes to everything. And basically now is more like who leads my life, this wanting to do everything. That is still there, because that is a kind of, I would say, one of
The
my
default.
exactly. But no, I like to do it, but it's not gonna serve me. It's not something I choose to do. So that was one of the starting points in my change, in my journey, let's say.
Yeah. So I would love you to to lead us through just a very magical, quick exercise.
Yeah, did. It's just another one of these exercises to create a space, as we said. And I'm gonna lead you. I'll invite you to close your eyes if you feel safe. Basically, I would like to ask you now to take a deep breath and to put one of your hands on your heart, and just put it there, and let's breathe really slowly. And now, from this place, from your heart, from your soul, without pressure, with a lot of gentleness and softness, ask yourself, what do I need today? What do I need today to feel more myself again? And whatever comes to you, just sit with it. It's nothing to do, nothing to action on that at the moment. I'm gonna give you 1 minute or something and put some music. So Marta, how did it feel like that?
Mm. So what came to me that I want to really no, create the time for myself to do something for my own pleasure because I've been
Mhm.
doing so many things, and that's what I want to concentrate later on today for myself.
Yeah, beautiful. Something that when you give yourself this space, this is straight away this connection, right? This connection that you can feel the joy and fulfillment and not having that pressure.
Yes, yes. So this exercise, and it's not even an exercise. It's just
Mhm.
really awareness for yourself that you um you want to have it because there is also kind of, I would say, task for you, for everyone, yeah, for especially for us women, which is very important. We are very emotional. We always quite, or always, maybe not always, quite often making very emotional decisions for ourselves, yeah. Sometimes even just like is an impulse that goes very quickly. So the task for every one of us, and including me and you, Isabel, as well, just
Mhm.
before we're going to commit to anything, we going really truly to stop, take a deep breath, and really truly ask one question: is this true for me to commit to that? It is true for me to do something, yeah, without any thinking if this is good, bad, or this is this. Oh man, no, 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 nothing. No, any bullshit that goes through your head. Just one thing: is this true for me to do that?
Yeah,
Because there is always that moment, yeah, when the mind start to blah 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 blah. So before that moment appear, you have that freedom within yourself to ask yourself from your stillness, from your heart, okay, is this true? And first answer that comes, that is the right answer. You're just trusting your own heart, you're just trusting your own intuition. And when you're going to start doing it every day or every time when you need to make decision, it's going to become habit. And you will see that with 1 minute change in your life, not even that, you changing your life. And it's so simple, but at the same so profound. And people don't believe in that because it's too simple. We love complicating stuff and complicated as well. What do you think?
yeah, totally, totally. I would say is a new way of living. Let's choose to do that. Let's choose to get that information or to get that pause where we can choose, is choosing. And as you said, is we really need to remember that is because it's so simple. We think it's not going to work, but it actually really, really, really works. Is you're already giving instructions to your subconscious mind, and you are already changing the patterns, the structures. That's another theme for another session. But yeah, you are already changing something for your habits.
Yeah, yeah, it's almost like unprogramming your own
Mhm.
self, and you don't need to know what is it. Yeah, you don't need to go into it. You don't need to calculate. You don't need to analyze. It's just like, okay, if I sometimes I even go slightly further. Like, will that serve me? Because we all have some, how they call. We all have the um, purpose. Yeah, we all have that. And sometimes, or quite often actually, I would call it, we go through life without not knowing really truly what we came this for. But obviously, uh, that moment, that literally that question change everything, bring us back to our hearts. So we really would love you to start choosing that for yourself and asking yourself that question. You don't need 5 years plan. You don't need to you know you need to kind of literally live from a moment to presence, yeah, and honor your heart, nothing else.
Yeah, and as we say, you're not behind, or it's just we are unlearning, right? Yeah, we are unlearning because this has been there available all the time. The thing is, we don't use it. When you,
Yeah,
for example, ask someone to sit down and do nothing and just connect, they find that a bit strange. Is I'm wasting my time, or how comes? No, I don't. I want to do something, but that is what produces, and we end up being really separated.
yeah,
There's not a space to reconnect with your heart, with your what would you really love. And as we saying, this is just simply returning home. This is home, and it's
yeah,
available there all the time. That is what I was saying before. There's no need to go to to wait. I mean, it's always welcome to go to all these beautiful places and to create that space and give yourself permission. But it's more what we're trying to do here in this session is to do this every day, like to practice this every day, every time that you feel, okay, do I really want to do that? Does it really serve me? This is just your wisdom, it's your rhythm as well, rather than running like we've been saying in the last two sessions, like a headless chicken. No, no, this is about pausing. And that's a tiny action that we can practice every day, in our daily lives to navigate life circumstances and to start seeing that things perhaps are not like we see them. Maybe it's because we are always coming from the same place. Maybe we create this space and we put a different glasses on. Maybe we can start seeing things in a different way.
yeah. You cannot have different outcome from the
Mhm.
same actions you take.
Totally.
Yeah, so now it is all about literally doing that little action, nothing else. And nobody's going to see you when you're just like, wait, I need to think. It's just like stop, the whole world stopping and you have to think. No, it's just something that's very gently is within your heart, and you're just letting if it's the true for me or it is not true for me. And I just something came as well, like simply woman came from not we are simple, it is life is simple, but we are actually making it super complicated because our menstrual cycle, because moon cycle, because husband cycle, whatever, or partner cycle, kid cycle, everything is so freaking complicated, yeah. But it's all about, okay, that simplicity, coming back to myself. I am the one, I'm whole, I don't need anything, I don't need anyone, I have myself. So that's why we want to really go back to the roots, to the beauty of being women. What do you think?
Yeah, beautiful, Marta. Yeah, we overcomplicate things and we always think that to do the other thing, or to become someone else or whatever, we need so many things. We need, like there are so many conditions, so many. There are actually 100 conditions before you can do that. And this is a clear example for how, as you were saying, simply we talk about, I think yesterday, Simply Me Women was created. We were talking and over, we need this, we need that, until we learned and we kind of put into practices some of the tools that we've been learning. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Just take that tiny action. Just pause, take that tiny action and move forward. Remember, we want to remember here that we had a vision the first day, right? Is where we going? This is always a place where we going. And then the truth, the current reality where we are at. And so that tiny action is the one, as you were saying before, in that circle, is the one that is going to help us to move forward. And this is we will do other sessions about this, but this is the inner compass, right? That is there. And this pause, tiny action that is taking us where we want to go next. But not all this noise, not all these things, just that we just do them for the sake of it. It's just, okay, let's do it. Is it serving me? And is something really that I really want to do?
Yeah.
That's the pause. We pause and we just give ourselves that permission to see what is it? Do we want to do it? Okay, good. We do it. We are not related. We're not aligned. So let's not do it. And I think this is gonna take us to basically the end of our series.
Yes, we want to really, really thank you, especially for the people who are going to be watching us later. And there is a request. If you have something that you would like to talk about, or would you like to just pop in, be our guest because you have something important to say, feel free. Honestly, we are here. We are here to make a community, supporting community, and share our wisdom. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much. Thanks so much for showing up for yourself and for being authentic.
Yeah. So see you soon. We're
See
gonna
you
put
soon.
some dates on our website and our Instagram, and hopefully, I'm really having this vision the next time, because now we, of course, we did stuff on Zoom, but next time we're gonna do some live on Instagram that you will be able to very truly be more interactive with us. So yeah, thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks so much.
Bye.